Hello everybody, I'm the Terrorbox Gamer and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. This is a normal run. Now, we still have things to do in the Colosseum, but I do want to go to the next world so I can get to the final save point. That way, when we're ready for the final boss, we can just get to it. I mean, after this, we still have the time trial to do for the Hades Cup. We still have the Platinum match and the Gold match, and I do think that the secret boss in Hollow Bastion, it only appears once you get to the final save point. And you also want to grab this. This is unlocked once you beat Hades. I thought it was once you beat the Hades Cup, but I think it's only after you beat Hades for some reason. And we got the Shiva Belt. I think I mentioned it before that the Shiva Belt gives you, I think it's a, +2 in magic. That's good. Gonna hold on to that for now. I think when I get the other experience accessory, I'm going to replace it so that getting experience would be a lot easier. Like I said, I do try to get max level before I fight the final boss, and that's something I do for the entire series, except for, I think the only game that I don't do it for is Birth by Sleep. I think that's the only game that I never got any other characters to level 100. So, with the exception of Birth by Sleep, typically all the Kingdom Hearts games, I try to get to 100. Maybe Dream Drop Distance as well, because I think for that game, there's a trophy where you only need a combination of Sora and Riku's level to get to 100. Like, for example, say you got Sora to 50 and Riku to 50, that'll get you the trophy or achievement. So it's like, Despite, it's kind of funny, because despite me doing it constantly, leveling, like grinding for levels to the max isn't really my favorite pastime in the game. It's like, it's tedious, you know? Unless there's a place where you could farm it easily, it's kind of annoying. I mean, for the God Run, I can't tell you how many times I just want to kind of give up on it, because getting to level 100, okay, that's a bit difficult, but it's easier in the later games. But getting a level 100, like on the first world, on the first like area, took hours, and I don't think I do it again for this game. Granted, I think I'm gonna have to do it for Kingdom Hearts 2, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Gorge, is that all that's left of the worlds taken by the Heartless?
Those worlds will be restored if we beat Ansem, right?
You betcha!
But if we do beat him, and all these worlds become restored and disconnected, what's gonna happen to this place? And to us?
Well,
This is a Heartless world, so maybe it'll just disappear.
huh?
But no worries. Even if this place goes poof, our hearts ain't going nowhere. I'm sure we'll find our pals again. Yep, I just know that we will. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I'll return this. I promise.
Alright, so it might look like a straightforward path, but to be honest, you can't just go straight. And these will happen occasionally. Don't worry, it's just going to throw you into a Heartless encounter, which will introduce the Invisibles and Angel Stars if you haven't gone to Olympus Coliseum. Now, I would think we're at a good level so that they don't pose too much of a challenge, but be careful for their swipes. When you're done with this fight, you probably notice that there's a chest nearby. When you're done fighting, get as close as you can, because that'll take you to the nearest point of interest. Like so, and when we fade black, we'll be right here. Now, I believe I said that it's not going to be a straight path. There's going to be invisible walls, so you're going to use the land as an indicator on where you need to move. And some of these chests will have dark portals in themselves, so just be aware. But it's nothing we haven't handled before. And I noticed in the background that there's a chest outside of our battle arena, so you probably want to walk as close to that as possible. I don't know if I noticed in the past, but I don't think I have. But it shouldn't be too difficult. I think the only part that I have trouble with is the last chest to get, because it feels a little weird. But other than that, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And those dark little portals that keep falling, they will sometimes do a random encounter. So, just be aware. This guy right here, I like how they gave the behemoth, like, different, like, color schemes in the final mix version. The original, it was just, like, one cut, like, a purple hue, I believe. Granted, technically, this isn't called a behemoth. It's called, I think this is the destroyed behemoth. And I think the one in the Colosseum is referred to as, like, an arch behemoth, or maybe I reversed it. But fighting it, it's basically the same as fighting any other behemoths. Not too much of an issue. Granted, I think the battle arena for this fight might be too small for you to dodge that one move, so just be careful. I think we went backwards. Yeah, we went backwards. We're supposed to go the opposite way. Oops. You know, I think I've always got the random encounter here, so maybe it's a scripted encounter rather than a random encounter. I'm not too sure, though. And the Angel Stars. The Angel Stars were hell on the level 1 run. Did not care for them. Let's see, we go this way now. It's not too far. I think the next chest is going to be a normal chest, so we don't have to worry about an encounter. I think it's that red chest over there. Oh, never mind. Maybe I got them mixed up. I like how... I like to think that the surrounding battle arena is what the world actually looks like, but for some reason you just can't see it. I don't know why. Maybe it's some sort of darkness that prevents you from going forward. I guess as a way to make it more difficult for you to keep going. I remember as a kid, it freaked me out because I was like, did my game crash? Did my game glitch? What the hell's going on? I didn't come all this way just to have my game, like, take a shit on me, you know? And I don't think it needs to be mentioned, but our end goal will be the giant light at the end of the room. Kind of obvious, but before we go, like I said, there is another chest that we can get. It's just a little more difficult than the others, because I feel like I have to, like, attack the wall just to tell where I'm going. I think that's how I actually got around as a kid. Like, I just attacked. See, okay, there's a wall there. I'm not going to go that way. It's a little awkward. There we go. I don't remember what the reward is for this. I think, for some reason, I'm remembering that you used to get accessories, but I think they've changed that. Otherwise, I could be just misremembering. Like, you got accessories for all the, like, accessories you found throughout the game. Like, I think that's only in the original, but I'm not entirely sure. Again, I could be misremembering. That could be a thing. And now it's just a straight path. Of course, with one final encounter with a behemoth, but we've already fought a behemoth. We know how to deal with these guys. Get on its back and just keep smacking it until, you know, it dies. I should move. You know, that is like the second time I didn't go under its legs and it completely missed. Weird. And like I said, I don't think we have enough room to actively avoid that, so probably gonna need to take one hit. Thank you, Donald. I should have moved. Thank you, Donald. Jeez, he's actually being helpful. There's a lot of memes where he's not that helpful. Glad the memes aren't coming true. And after that, we'll be transported to another area. This area is, I'd say, relatively safe. I think there's only 2 spawns that Heartless pop in, but you could avoid that if you wanted to. I don't know. This kind of... I think I read somewhere that this place has a bunch of, like, gummy ship parts. And that's what those crystals are. I remember reading it somewhere, but I don't, like, it's the internet. It could be wrong, for all we know. I think I messed up. I need to try that again. Hold up. There are a couple chests here that you could get. I know one's for, like, your gummy ship. Gives you, like, a full life G. I think that means that if you were to die, you get your health back fully, not like a bit of it. I think you also could find a weapon here too. I think it's for Donald though, but I'm not sure. I think it's a meteor strike weapon for him. But I think we might just stick with the Save the Queen for him. That is a good question. Like, magic-wise, what's the best weapon for Donald? I really wish I could remember at the top of my head, but, like, drawing a blank, I think there's one better than Save the Queen, because Save the Queen would be technically... I think I said it before, it's more the most balanced of his weapons. Now, the weapon we're trying to find, the Meteor Strike, I believe it's more of a strength-based weapon for Donald rather than a magic one, so we're probably not going to equip it, but it's nice to have it on us. And I still can't believe I can't find one goddamn defender. Like, goddamn, every playthrough. I'm sorry, Goofy, you don't get the defender. Yeah, it is a strength-based one. And I think the gummy ship thing is over here. Oh, it's called Ultima G. Not Full Life G. I think that might be in Kingdom Hearts 2, sorry. Is that all? Did I get all the chests? I think I might have. I'm not positive, but... You know... For the sake of the argument... Let's say that... Oh. Okay, yeah, here it is. Oh, there's a Full Life G. I wasn't thinking of Kingdom Hearts 2. Though I do think that might be something in that game as well, but... Again, not 100% sure. Now, to get across this area, you want to hit the blue lights over here. If you want to go back, you hit the green lights. And I know this sounds crazy, but you want to go into the dark fire. That will take you to a replica of a world you've been to. I don't really think there's any reason to come back here rather than to get an item. But to be honest, these rooms kind of give me the creeps. Just like, they kind of give me the creeps slightly. I mean, for Traverse Town, if you notice, the walls are up. The only time that the walls are ever up is when you fought, you know, guard armor. So it's like, why is it up? Did something bad happen? Like, as a kid, I kind of theorized that this is what would happen if you didn't go around saving the world, is that the Heartless would win, or the bad guy would win. And I know you're probably thinking, well, it's just a copy of the room. It's not really the real world, right? Yes and no. It might be a copy, but say you didn't lock a world. The flames will be different, so it's connected to the world somehow. Hey, that's odd. I thought I already had Leap Racer. I mean, unless I was looking at somebody else's abilities, I guess that's a possibility, but I don't think I would have made that mistake. Huh. I mean, I do move fast when I go through the option menu. I could have easily mistaken it for like Donald or Goofy's, but I'm typically good on that. Well, whatever. I think this is going to be Olympus Coliseum. It's just so weird seeing a bunch of Heartless outside of the arena. The other weird thing is that the flames are out, so... And, like, if you were to examine the flames, it would say, burning brightly. I would wonder what happens when the flames go out, indicating that you should take them out. But, for some reason, I always thought of it as more of an ominous kind of thing. As a kid, I was like, what would happen if the flames go out? And my only reason for that is, like... The only time I could think that they're out, other than when you actively put them out, was with that cutscene with Hades. It's like, I don't know, I took it as a sign of protection of the world. Like, hey, the flames are up. The world's safe. You don't have to worry about them. The flames are out. I have to worry about them. I don't know where I came up with that conclusion as a kid. It just, like, popped in my head for some reason. The only world that doesn't have a replica of it is Monstro, but it's not a place with a keyhole. Monstro's a living well, so yeah. I don't really think you need to go through these. I think if you wanted, you could just skip right through them. With the exception of one. One you do need to go through, which would be the Hollow Bastion one. And the Hollow Bastion one, I would say, is the weirdest. You'll see why when we get there. I don't know, it's like the crates here. As a kid, when I saw them, I thought, oh, Plankton won, he got the gorillas and they're in the crates. Of course, kid me didn't understand the concept of hunting down, animals. So I thought they were living in the crates, but no, as I got older, I was like, what if he got them and, skinned them and the gorillas are in the crates? It's like, god damn, that got dark. Kind of makes me glad that you do go around the world and you do help people. Otherwise, that what if could be a reality. But then again, maybe it's more of a what if the Heartless won kind of thing rather than the villains. Because really, if it were the villains, they would make a reappearance. Though, I will admit, that would be kind of a cool thing to have. Like a little boss rush. Like, each world, you either refight the bosses from that world. With the exception of this world. Jafar was not my favorite boss. Granted, seeing as we're in the town, the bazaar, I'd say if there was a replica boss fight, it'd probably be the Pot Centipede. Wonderland would have to change it back to this, upside down room in order to have the boss. Olympus Coliseum, I could see Hades fighting in the opening like that. For Deep Jungle, that would have to be Sabor, unless they use Clayton and the Stealth Sneak. But they would have to move it to, the other area, not that one. I don't know the names. I don't know the names of the areas. I feel like an idiot. Kind of creepy that the world is this deserted. I mean, granted, the world is this deserted, but I like how in the later games they added NPCs. Makes the world feel more alive. What one is this one? Atlantica? Another Ursula fight? Probably the small version of Ursula rather than the large version. For this place, I kind of theorize that this is a what if she won, and if you notice, like, most of the exits are blocked off by rocks. So, she was successful in destroying Atlantica, and that's the rubble. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, the path that's blocked, that's not from the palace. That's from outside the palace, so maybe not. But then again, her boss area is close by, so... And this isn't really connected to... Like, it wouldn't be connected to... What am I trying to say? It's not connected to an opening, it's more of a grotto. So this would be nice for an Oogie Boogie fight. What would the bad ending for this be? Like, well, there's a bunch of Heartless. Maybe this is where he actually controlled a lot of the Heartless, but I think for that ending, he would have got consumed by the Heartless eventually. I mean, we saw what happened to Maleficent. Used by the darkness in her own heart, got killed. If Maleficent could be used like that, I could see Oogie Boogie getting used like that. He was a disappointment in Kingdom Hearts 2. Look, I know you know what, I can't spoil anything for any of the newcomers, but I know the reason why he was a disappointment, but I really think they should have waited on him. If you get my drift. If you know what I'm saying. Because if they did, I could see it being a better boss fight. And this would be Neverland's kind of weird because it's just, I don't know, it feels weird. Okay, so that door don't work. That door don't work. You gotta go through here. And then it's gonna work. Okay. Once we beat this guy, now the door's open. And you can technically keep exploring. The thing is, once I got the chest, I don't see no point in exploring, but maybe this time around, I do go the extra mile and check it out. And that's Goofy's weapon. It's a mighty shield. It's very strong. It's tiny, but it's strong. Don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, I do go explore. It's just, you know, when you get the chest, it's like, what's the point? There's nothing else really to get, right? I mean, you can kill the Heartless, yeah. I'm kind of wondering what the bad end for this area will be. Captain Hook threw Wendy off the pirate ship, like they were intending to do. But Peter Pan could easily save her, so I don't really think that's a bad ending. Another fight with Captain Hook would have been fun. And you probably noticed that the last one is different. This is Winnie the Pooh. You don't have to worry about any Heartless. It's a save point for you. If I were to guess what the bad ending for this world would be, it'd probably be as simple as that they're never reunited. They're forever separated. That's sad. And this will be the Hollow Bastion one. So, you remember how I said it's weird? Tell me, have we ever been someplace that looks remotely close to this area? I don't think so. And I won't lie, when I first got here, the giant Heartless symbol at the end of the room kind of terrified me for some reason. Like, it's so ominous. Oh, fuck, I went through that too fast. What the hell passed me? So, after you activate that, there's going to be a new portal. You can't come back to this area, sadly, so I'm going to reread through this. Sorry. You know, I could have sworn that there was a trailer where Goofy and Donald were in this room. I remember Goofy was tired as hell, and Donald got pissed off, and for some reason, he tried to freeze Goofy. I guess probably because he's pissed off. Goofy blocks it, and then Donald got frozen. But I think that could also be someplace else. I'm not sure. I just remember this in the background. Again, I could be misremembering something, though. Like, it could be someplace else, because I could think of a different place it could be. And now that we're done in the Hell Room, this later becomes very important in the series. But for now, I'm not going to say jack shit. Well, I think it was added in Melody of Memory. Yes, the game has a rhythm game. But enough about rhythm games, because next is a boss. I suggest getting Erica on your side, and really, that's all you need. Just make sure you're stocked up on items, and you should be good. Alright, so this guy has a few attacks. When he does this, you want to back off. If you want to make a summon, you can land on the Mountain Tomb right here and summon whoever you want. I'm going to go for Mushu. Granted, I'm not sure how well a summon would work on this guy. Like, I don't really use summons. Oh, that music feels so fitting for Mushu for some reason. But it gives it, well, it's kind of doing chip damage. Alright, so he has Flame Breath, he'll push you away. I'm trying to think of the other attacks he does. He does that Flame Wall, which, again, you want to back off. I think he does summon, like, little imps to attack you. But I'm not entirely sure. But, basically, you just want to get in there and just smack him up a bit. I'm backing off. Just in case, I will summon Tinkerbell as a lifeline. Now, if you try summoning like Simba or Bambi, I'm going to tell you right now that's going to be a waste of a summon because they have no place to walk. I think I explained before that if they don't have a place that they can move freely, they just, like, go away. I think the best strategy is literally just attack its head. Like, you probably shouldn't do the extra things that I've just done. Just ruthlessly bash in his head. I mean, this is the Disney's version of the devil. Does he really deserve any mercy? No. Also, fun fact about this fight. This is the first time I've ever seen Chernobog. I didn't see Fantasia, so when I saw this hell spawn, I was like, what the fuck is that thing? And then I learned it was from a fucking Disney property. Like, what the hell? Family friendly, my ass. This is nightmare fuel. Perish. Perish, you foul beast. Ooh, I like Super Glide. It's kind of funny that Disney's version of Satan got his ass beat by a boy with a key, Donald Duck, and Goofy. I mean, then again, I think every villain in this game has gotten their ass beat by a boy with a key, Donald Duck, and Goofy, so I guess it's nothing to shame him about. He goes to, like, a meeting, he's all like, hello, I'm Chernobog. Hi, Chernobog. I was just minding my business when this kid, a duck, and a dog came into my domain and started beating my ass. And they're all like, same. Well, some of them are like, well, we did try to do shit. But same. Oh, shit. Alright, for this segment, you're gonna have to be a few heartless. It's gonna start off with the behemoth here, but the behemoth's laughable. We don't have to worry about him. Granted, this time around with this fight, we have more room to, you know, back away from when he does that one lightning attack, but I think we could beat him before it. There we go. Now, this is something I learned from the level 1 run. See, that Heartless symbol is going to break off, and you're going to need to beat a bunch of Heartless to completely break it off. Basically, to gain passage. If you summon Simba, not yet. You want to defeat the first wave, and then summon Simba. Wait, was it the first wave or was it the second wave? I think it might have been the second wave. Anyway, you want to summon Simba, and that would take out the rest of the Heartless. For this little technique, I like to thank Mr. Master 1 for having a video on how to do it. Let's just say level 1 got his ass beat very hard at this part, and it was very frustrating. So I like I can't tell you how much of a headache I had during this part at level 1. It was like, god damn, I'm getting my ass beat at the final part. Please, give me a break. For the love of God, give me a break. I didn't come all this way just to die here. So you want to use Simba, and you want to get all the full charges. You have a few precious seconds to do so before they attack. First one, it'll daze them. Not for long though, Sally.
Get me straight.
But yes, fully charging the charge will kill all these guys.
Hurry.
I think there's like maybe 3 more that we have to do. 2 more.
Get me straight.
1 more. Never mind. And with that, we're done. Took me a long ass time just to beat this part of level 1. I'm gonna grab this. Alright. Well, since we're at the end, I'm gonna call this an episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care, and please like and subscribe.